Hey, welcome, fragrant lovers. Welcome back to Smelling Amazing. If this is your first time, welcome. Hey, y'all, always glad to have you because we're going to talk about some things that we all love, and that is fragrance. And today we're going to talk about the Odyssey collection. And this fragrance is from none other than the House of Oman, and that is Amouage. And this one came out in 2020, and it's a oriental floral, and that is none other than Ashore. So I wore quite a bit of this juice so that we could talk about this one. But this one here is a unisex fragrance. But I will warn you that this does, if you are a jasmine lover, as I am, then this is a jasmine bomb. Maybe a little too much for me. It does lean quite feminine. So, but be it as it may, let's get into this one. So, the floral side of it, that's coming out of, there's jasmine, and the jasmine comes out of here right, the citrus part of this doesn't take long. It burns off quite quick. You are absolutely hitting the face with jasmine. And then there's rose absolute, and I don't pick up much rose from this, even through the entire wear. But and then there's solar notes like the sun. I don't know what that means. It's a synthetic. Perhaps maybe they're saying that it's bright or a sunny type fragrance. Then in the creamy side of this thing, you're getting that sandalwood out of there. Now, of course, that's going to always be in the base. And then there's the fresh scent of it. And who knows out there, maybe you can drop a comment, but what is curcuma leaf? I couldn't find much on that. There's some spicy side to this too. There's some pink pepper, there's some turmeric and olibanum. And of course, that's what's giving us that spicy side. But Amouage, what they're really known for is their frankincense. Nobody, in my opinion, does frankincense better than these guys. And there's ambergris in this. There's ambergris, and of course that comes from the whale's vomit. I didn't mean to turn you guys' stomach, but yes, it comes from the whale's stomach, and it is a salty type scent to it. First time I'd ever heard of ambergris was years ago. If any of you remember the movie Silence of the Lambs, and he goes into the store and he buys some cream that has ambergris, and they're sitting around smelling it and trying to figure out what is it that he's wearing. And so you see a whole lot of perfumers, and they're passing the strip around under their nose, and then the one guy, he says, ambergris. And after that, I was a huge fan of Silence of the Lambs. The nose behind this is Mackenzie Riley. And she doesn't have a lot of fragrances under her database, but she has about 19. It just seems that she did Meander for Amouage as well as Ashore. I saw where she did some stuff for Mosque Milano, and she also did a few, probably quite a few, for zoologists. Like I said before, this leans very feminine in my opinion. The jasmine jumps out. There's not much rose detected in this fragrance. And again, what the hell is solar notes? Because those three are mentioned in the heart of the fragrance. And I don't, like I said, I pick up more jasmine than anything. Jasmine, in my opinion, is the lead performer in this fragrance. There's not much to say about this. Yes, even from here, totally jasmine. Rose, she must have used almost nil, almost none. And again, the solar notes. I guess probably is supposed to be kind of a bright fragrance. I don't see where she did a lot of citrus in this thing, other than probably the curcumin leaf. But that's, like I say again, Ashore. We're going to talk about some other Amouage fragrances. My very first one, back 25 years ago, was Epic Man. And then after that, Silver was a favorite of mine, and some others that later we'll get into. Some of their rose scented fragrances. We'll talk about Dear Man, which I don't believe I cared too much for, and there was, but there are a lot in their database. At one time, Amouage wasn't known for letting you know who their perfumers were, so I was surprised to see that they have moved in a different direction. I believe that's after Chung, I believe his last name was. He used to run it, and then after he left, I kind of walked away from some of the Amouage fragrances because the direction that it went, it seemed like it was going more into the mainstream. And so I left for a while. Reflection Man is another good one that I did. Like, I've also tried the Reflection 45, Jubilation 25 was another one that I liked, as well as Jubilation Man. And then there's some others, but Crimson Rocks, I believe, we could talk about, and which has its cinnamon type. But this one here is going to be a hard pass, even though I am a huge fan of Jasmine. I like Hyacinth as well. But this one here, just too much Jasmine. It can be indolic, and that's okay with me. It's alum as well. I more see the female rocking this more. Age 25 plus. I wouldn't see this in the heat of the day. It could be, if you do, it's light on the trigger. I more see this in the fall and the winter, even though no matter where you live, or of course, if this was created in Oman, it's quite hot out there. So they wear it, and whatever happens, that's what you do. But here in the Western society, we all talk about seasons. Excuse the background noise, but hey, I live in the mid-city of St. Louis. I did that a lot. Anyway, we've drugged this on long enough. Hey, drop a comment. Tell me what you think about. Have you tried other fragrances from Amouage? What's your favorite? And also, we're going to talk about some of their attires, because I'm a huge attire fan. Anyway, always remember, keep smelling good. I will. Like, subscribe. Hey, it helps. It lets me know if I'm headed in the right direction. All right, there you go. Bye.